Hi, this is Joe Paiva with GeoLearn. I'm here with the students from Central New Mexico Community College in Albuquerque. This is the student team in the NSPS competition here in Washington in March of 2017. So I'm going to begin with the team leader and have the students introduce themselves, talk about where they are in their student career progression towards completion, and then talk about what they might be doing once they finish their studies.
Okay. Hi, my name is Quantina Martin. I am a survey and GIS student, and this is my last semester at CNM. And luckily, through taking these classes at CNM, surveying and GIS, I was able to land an internship with U.S. Fish and Wildlife. And for the past 8 months or so, I was working with U.S. Fish and Wildlife as an intern, and then from there, I transitioned as a full-time employee with U.S. Fish and Wildlife as a hydrologist. And I do hydrology work and surveying and GIS for them. So I actually landed a really good job with this program. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anaisa Salgado, and I'm a surveying student at CNM, and I'm a sophomore currently. And through CNM, I also landed a job, but at Sauter Miller Associates. Right now, I'm a surveying tech, and I do work out on the field and in the office, and it's a great learning experience as well.
Hi, my name is Dan Chorb, and I am a second semester GIS and surveying student, and I also landed a job at Sauter Miller engineering firm, and I do largely GIS mapping there. Yeah.
So from all the presentations I've seen, because I've seen yours, this was a little bit different from the other presentations because this is a monitoring survey. So can you tell me something about the genesis of this project? How do you guys come up with this idea, and were you trying to meet the needs of maybe a government unit or private landowners in the area?
I will have Dan explain that.
We had trouble figuring out a spot. We actually were originally going to survey the Balloon Fiesta field, but they fell through. So my wife works at the academy. We found that the AMAFCA ran the stormwater easement there, and so we were able to focus in on that. And interestingly, we had interest in hydrology in general, and so that's how we managed that. And it was easy to work with the AMAFCA guys, the engineer and the GIS person there. So it was actually really fortuitous and definitely beneficial to get that.
So I know you did a survey establishing elevations of points using a digital level, but you also used two other technologies. Can you tell us what they were and why?
Along with using the 3-wire level, we also use the GPS rover, and we also use the total station, and also we also use the drone and the UAV. So each one of them had their own benefits, and especially for what we were doing for the survey in the arroyo, and the GPS mainly was to get the top and toe and to collect a lot of data points so we could create a contour map. And the total station was used in the arroyo so that we could collect points that the GPS could not collect. And also the drone was used to create an overall map of the whole location so that we could create a DEM from those and then compare the GPS and the drone information to the 3-wire level, which has the most precise elevation.
So were you surprised with the results you got with the other two technologies when you compared them with the 3-wire leveling?
I was a bit surprised, yes, especially with the drone being so close compared with the GPS. That's what got me most.
So tell me a little bit about what you learned from doing this project that you might be able to take forward into your professional careers.
I learned a lot of basics, foundational type stuff, but also it definitely pointed towards what is the future of surveying tools, and as we mentioned in the presentation, I think that the drone technology really does seem like it's going to solidify more, especially as instrumentation becomes more flyable at low weights, smaller, maybe even smaller lidar detection. Um, and so I learned both kind of the generalities, but also really got me excited for what's to come while I'm working in the field as well.
So, in performing this project, what did you learn that you might be able to take forward into your career?
I definitely learned that, as a hydrologist, that there are different methods to collect data. And right now, working with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, I'm creating habitat for the silvery minnow. And what we want to do is fly the UAV over the habitat so that we can create an elevation data from that and then monitor the habitat in the coming years to see sediment buildup and how we can help the silvery minnow. And so I feel like using this technology is going to be fast and it's going to be quick. And we also are doing things for the environment.
So, you've been working with a surveying organization a little bit, and yet you were doing this project as part of an exercise with your school colleagues for a national professional society. So, what did you learn that you might be taking forward into your professional career that maybe was valuable that you extracted from this project?
I would say being careful. I mean, using the equipment properly, being out there and knowing how to set up over the point. It was a lot of practice we did. So, I mean, taking that into consideration, they want exact numbers, precise numbers. So, reading the rod, got practice doing that, and that's what we do out in the field. So, just a lot of practice.
So maybe a good way to summarize some of this is good preparation and good planning
Correct.
before you just run out and start
Yes.
measuring.
Yes.
Okay.
Great preparation.
Well, I heard your presentation already, and we'll find out at the end of the day today whether you've been successful or not in terms of reaching the pinnacle from the judge's point of view of your quality of your presentation. Wish you all the best, and thanks for spending the time with us.
Thank you very much.